I don't mind carrying the extra weight. I think of it as my daily exercise.
BestMed Medical Scheme. Better living, better life.
Welcome back. We plan for our retirement, we plan to go on holiday, we even plan to secure our children's financial future in the event that something happens to us. What many South Africans don't plan for are medical emergencies and unexpected health problems which can end up financially ruining your family. Lost earnings while you're ill is one concern, but the soaring cost of treatment and medication can bankrupt even those who have a solid financial plan, which is why we're going to play a little guessing game today. We've got 3 audience members with 3 relatively common medical conditions, and we're going to guesstimate what each of these will cost in terms of a proper diagnosis and treatment. First scenario, and by the way, Yolanda, you're going to be the guessing girl. Okay. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay, first scenario. You're changing a light bulb. The chair gives way, you land on your arm and you break it, as was the case. You dash off to the emergency room, and after your x-rays, specialist and emergency room fees, your follow-up consultations, and your cast and pain medication, how much do you think you're out of pocket by, Yolanda?
Between 4,000 and 5,000 rand.
That's a very, very good guess. Approximate cost for breaking your arm, 5,500 rand. And interestingly, men under the age of 45 and women over the age of 45 are most at risk. Why? Because men under 45 are more reckless, and women over 45 more prone to osteoporosis. Yeah. So you would be men under 45, I imagine. You know, is that painful? All right, Yolanda, let's go to the next scenario. No surprise what this is. Having a baby, in this case probably triplets. I mean, that's a massive tummy you got there. Huge risk. Congratulations. All right, so having a baby. This includes prenatal doctor's visits. You haven't had a baby yet, have you, Yolanda?
Not yet.
Okay, not yet.
Nope.
Again, haven't broke your arm yet, not going to have a baby yet. Okay, yet, I like it yet. So hospital fees, having a gynae, a pediatrician and an anaesthetist present at birth. What it doesn't include is nappies, clothing and the future education fees of your children. Would you like to venture a guess? Between
30,000, 40,000 rand.
That's pretty good. Again, I'm very impressed with your guesses. Wow, I was hoping you'd be completely out, but you're pretty spot on. In fact, up to around 37,000, up to 44,000 if you opt for a Caesar is what having a baby is going to cost you. Wow. All right, something to think about before you fall pregnant.
Yep.
And if there are any complications with your newborn and your baby needs to be incubated, placed in an intensive care unit or requires surgery, those costs could obviously soar. All right.
Okay.
Last scenario. Breast cancer. As many as 1 in 29 women will battle breast cancer in their lives. I hope you go for regular checkups, Yolanda.
Regular, yes.
Cool. And you're just pretending to have breast cancer, which is great. I'm so glad to say you don't have, which is wonderful. But think about this. I mean, this affects your lives. Diagnostic scans, medications, specialist consultations and treatment are just some of the many costs associated with breast cancer. And remember, it requires long-term and multidisciplinary treatment for a number of years. Yolanda, do you want to venture a guess? What do you think having breast cancer could cost?
Between 70,000, 80,000, maybe?
I'm so glad you guessed that low, because it starts at around 190,000 rand. Wow. And again, these costs can soar. Many hundreds of thousands of rands, particularly if you have an advanced form of cancer, will need multiple rounds of treatment. Remember that early detection saves lives. In this case, saves money too. So do regular monthly breast examinations and an annual mammogram, especially after the age of 40. You're not there yet.
Not yet.
But you will do, no doubt.
Yes, definitely.
As will all the women in our audience. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much. You might ask the question, now what if I don't have medical aid or up to get treated at the state facility? Well, firstly, you will only be admitted to a hospital facility if you're referred by a doctor or a secondary care facility. If you're unemployed or on a grant, most of your treatment will be free. However, if you earn less than 72,000 rand a year, which means you earn something, some of your treatment will be subsidized by the state, but you will still be liable for many costs. If you earn more than 72,000 rand, you'll be responsible for your fees in their entirety, according to the Department of Health. So even then, it helps to be part of a medical scheme. So even if you listen to all our advice, practice the power of preventative healthcare and live your best life. Health emergencies can happen and lead to unexpected expenses. So as you pay attention to your nutrition, your exercise and lifestyle habits, be sure to give your medical cover a thought too. You can't afford to be caught unprepared.